Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, and the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakal Kadesh. Double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel up in the GMS Camp, Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And I'm praying and hope this lesson is edifying. And we have this guy here, who's destroying these Edomites. And he's going to go over, some of the history that and the cognitive dissonance that, we here at the Great Millstone has been speaking of for a number of years. All right. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and play this video.
America and Europe believe about their history is not history at all. It's mythology designed to produce a specific kind of person, a person who does not feel guilty, a person who does not feel accountable, a person who does not feel responsible for ever changing anything because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. They're taught that their ancestors were pioneers, their ancestors were explorers and builders of civilization, that they've brought progress and democracy and enlightenment to the world. They hear about the Renaissance, they hear about the Industrial Revolution, they hear about the Age of Discovery, and so forth and so on. And not about enslavement, not about genocide, not about the theft, not about the destruction that their people are responsible for. They're not taught that their prosperity was built on unimaginable suffering. They're not taught that their systems of government, their financial empires, their very sense of national identity are all rooted in exploitation. They don't know about the crimes. They don't know the real legacy of their people. And so they don't change. They don't have to change because they don't even realize what they need to correct. When we look at colonialism, for example, the history that's taught in Western schools is usually an abstraction. Colonization is framed as something that...
All right, because what they do is they do things like critical race. Was it critical race theory? Okay, they call it theory now. They don't call it historical facts that they did this stuff because they're trying to whitewash their history because they're ashamed of it. Okay, so they don't talk about they know what they these devils know. Okay, it's called cognitive dissonance. Okay, where they know that they did something and they don't want to acknowledge it. They know what their ancestors done. It's just that they don't want to give up the life that they stole. Okay, so this is Micah 2:2. Well, we'll start at verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So because they can do it, they do it. Okay, they just because they can go and take your stuff, they'll go and take your stuff. All right. Verse 2, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, every man, a man, and Salakia, a man, even a man and his heritage. Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So, as he starts going down these descriptions of these lands, the Leopold and Congo and Britain and India and, all of the atrocities that they've done to the Israelites and all of the other nations. This devil has done this. Okay. He's done all these things. And this is his shameful history. All right. And they want to act like they brought progress. Progress was already on the earth before this devil came. You actually lowered the vibration of everything. All right. This devil did. When Esau Edom came on the scene, he brought diseases. He brought immorality. You know what? I'm going to grab a quick precept. I'm going to go to First Maccabees. Okay, because this right here shows you that when this devil came into play, this is First Maccabees, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. And it says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule. Now, Alexander the Great was an Edomite, and his servants bare rule, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils multiplied in the earth. You see that? So when Esau Edom came into power, that's when evil started. It was already evil in the earth, but evils multiplied. It didn't say plus, okay? It didn't say divided. It said they multiplied, okay? When Esau Edom came into power, he just started doing all of the evil shit to everybody, okay? Things that were unheard of, and he still does it to this day. All right, and I'm gonna continue on. And it says, and it came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antioch, the king, who had been a hostage at Rome and reigned in the 130th and 7th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Okay, so it was not only the evil, but it came out of them a wicked root, which was Antiochus Epiphanes, that perpetuated all of this evil that we see right now with Esau Edom. Okay, so when Esau Edom came into power, that's when you had all of your diseases and violence and all these things that lowered the vibration of the earth come into play. All right, because of this goddamn devil that came into power. Let's listen to some more.
Colonization is framed as something that it just sort of happened a long time ago, you know? Something that was maybe unfortunate, but it was inevitable, and ultimately it represented progress. And there were many beneficial things to come from it. Never mind the millions of Africans who died in the Congo Free State under King Leopold. Most white Americans have never heard of them. Never mind the Bengal famine of 1943 when millions of Indians starved to death due to British policies. They don't even know about it. The fact that the American police forces evolved from slave patrols, they don't know about that either. And they're not any more informed about the ongoing crimes, like the pillage of African resources today, the economic neocolonialism that keeps entire regions of the world impoverished, the exploitation of labor in the global south. These aren't relics of history. That's the present day reality of what your people are doing. But the story that the white people are told does not include those realities, or else it packages those realities deceitfully and dishonestly. They packaged them dishonestly and deceitfully in the past, just like they do now. The irony is that when they're confronted with the truth, many of these people will react defensively. You know, I didn't do that. That was in the past. Why should I feel guilty? But this reaction, in and of itself, reveals how little they're really understanding. It's not about guilt. It's about responsibility. You know, if a person inherits a stolen house, they may not have stolen it themselves, but they still live in it. And if they refuse to acknowledge where that house came from or how it came into their possession, if they insist that that house is rightfully theirs because the crime happened a long time ago, well, then they're complicit because the theft is ongoing. The crime never really stopped. So when people don't know their history, they cannot recognize when history is repeating itself and when history is actually just a continuum into the present. Most white people in America and Europe believe about their history is not history at all. It's
All right, so I'm gonna grab another precept here. All right, so this is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass on to thee. Because, you know, Esau has not paid for nothing that he has done in the past. He's paid for nothing. Okay? So this is why he can say, their children and their children's children, they're cognitive dissonance, and they don't take responsibility for the stolen house or the stolen land that their father stole, that they currently live in or reside on. Okay? That's why they can be that way, because they haven't paid for anything. None of their crimes. If any other race of people go out and we do something like that, we pay for it. Esau Edom has not paid for any of the crimes and any of the evil that he has done on the earth. He's still a fugitive on the run. Okay. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, thou that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked." And that's all of Esau's history coming out. All of his philosophies, all of his wickedness, everything is coming out right now. Okay? He's being made naked. He's being made bare. All of his evil is coming out. All right? It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and he will discover thy sins." And this is happening, and you're seeing right now with Esau, Edom, and the Edomites. You're seeing Yahushua revealing them and showing their history. Okay, and just like anything else, when they get revealed, just any time else when they get revealed and they get found out, what do they resort to? Extreme violence. And that's exactly what's going to happen when these wars and these bombs start to drop. That's going to be Esau Edom going back to his original birthright, which is the sword. Okay, and he's going to come down with great wrath among the people. All right. And then we're going to go to, I'm just bringing out precepts to show that everything that he was talking about, we already discussed, and it's in the scriptures. All right. So we already know this. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievances which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right of the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. You see? And that's exactly what he's done. Like when he was talking about how the policies of the British Empire caused millions of Indians to starve. Well, that's it. Well, he passed laws like child support and Title 4D and things of that nature. Well, that's it. Where he gives police officers qualified immunity so that they can commit crimes and injustices against people that they're supposed to be policing. You know, these are all unrighteous decrees, and these are things that he does to this very day. You know, going over and you know what, we're just going to take the Panama Canal from Mexico. Oh, you know what, we're just going to throw tariffs on these other countries because you know what, we want to make more money. We're gonna make the lives miserable of the people that we supposed to serve because we can do it like that. We're just gonna tax you even if you don't like it, just because we can do it. You know, this is what he does. He taketh the land by violence, and then he forces the people into servitude. Okay, this is the MO of the Edomites, and this is his history that's coming out. Okay, he's a vessel of dishonor. All right, this dude is not honorable at all. All right, I'm gonna grab another precept. This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, "But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, What hast thou to declare my statutes? Or thou should taketh my covenant in thy mouth, seeing that thou hated instruction and cast my words behind thee." You see, because Esau Edom will claim to be a godly man. He would claim to be a man for the people. You know, he would claim to be merciful. But in the grand scheme of things, he's exactly the opposite. He's adverse to the scriptures. Okay? He's completely opposite of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and what he commands for us to behave like in this world. Okay? The Lord told us not to remove the ancient landmarks. Okay. He told us not to do that. Esau does that. He told us that a man shouldn't lay with man like man lay with woman. Esau does that. He told us not to eat pork. He put pork into everything. Okay. Everything. He's completely adverse. Like there's something called diglycerides and monodiglycerides that they put in food, right? And it's in everything. It's in and that's pork. Monodiglycerides and diglycerides. It's a different name of it, but it's pork fat. And they put that in our food. And you're thinking that you're trying to eat something that doesn't have it. When you go and buy sausage, right? You buy beef sausage, but it'll have a pork casing. You know, just lying. Okay. Just, oh yeah, it's beef sausage, but you still getting some of that pork. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's many other things that this devil is hiding. All right. And so, yeah, you know, this devil is completely adverse to life, and he's adverse to the Lord. This is why he's trying to get AI to take over the earth, because he doesn't. The creation that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai made, he hates. He hates his creation. Okay, so he wants to redo everything and make himself to be like he's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So, you know, that was pretty much it. I just want to do a quick lesson on this. With that, you know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem the Karkadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles. Until next time, I say shalom.